welcome. I'm not in Oklahoma. I'm in Missouri or Missouri, however you want to put it. I hate that glare on our wall. It drives me nuts. How y'all doing tonight? I sort of took a break last week and I uh I took a mental health week. So I'm back on the road again. It's a chick urban homestead. Welcome. You didn't miss anything. I just started. You're right on time. There's no being late here. We don't have class. So, oh man, I'll tell you what, y'all. It's been a heck of a week. Um, I don't know if some of you don't might not know, but our dog, our Lily dog, had 8 puppies. Hens Hill Farm Gardens, welcome. Willock Road, Johnny Boy, what up? Um, so she had 8 puppies, and I got a little stressed out over it. It was a lot of puppies to handle. And then she got mastitis, and one of her breasts broke open. Hello, Lori, at Lori's World. And it was very traumatic for her and very painful. And it took a lot of my time and effort to get her healed. But praise God, she's healed. Hello, Joyce Morris, Patch of Heaven, and Jean. And so now she's got a little teeny spot. Oh, probably about that big. Hey, Bushcraft, hello. Um, yeah, so I don't know if some of you noticed I've been playing with my logo, and Mark at Arkansas Woodcutter just sent me another logo because he didn't like it. But I gotta tell you, I love what he sent me. So I'm gonna be posting that on my community page later. Hey, B-Heads, what's up, Danny? It's my brother. Fordman, aka Kennel or Kenneth Oaks. Hey, Fordman, so you're AKA, I suppose that's American Kennel Association. What kind of dogs do you raise? I was curious about that. So our puppies are Border Collie, Australian Shepherd, and Red Heeler. And they are Spitfires. Oh my goodness. We have 3 puppies left. One will get the little girl. We thought we had 3 girls. We sort of picked up 2 at the same time and counted it as 3. So we only had 2 girls. But a lady that got um, one of our girls is coming to get the other girl on Monday. So we're super happy. They have a huge farm. And yeah, yeah, I sort of did that with the rabbits too. I swear to God, they were boys or girls, and we ended up with babies. So I'm not very good at sexing. I try. Hey, Jules. Thank you for letting everyone know I was on. I appreciate it. So Kevin came home early. We had a big snowstorm today here in Missouri. Jules, we're in Missouri, not Oklahoma. And we probably got about 4 or 5 inches of snow. They said we were going to get 1 inch. No, I'm going to get a job as a weatherman because I could get paid and be wrong all the time. So yeah, yeah. Hey, Keto Homestead with Jess, thanks for coming. Also known as, oh, I thought you had a kennel. It's all good, Jules. Hey, MB, how you doing, Michael and Bobby? Good to have you. Hi, Eva at Highland Homestead. Flavors and Textures is in the house. Oh yeah, Arkansas Woodcutter. Yeah. So Mark sent me a really cool logo. It's really sort of retro and yeah, it's more me. Yeah. But I want to tell y'all that, hey, the African tiny house, welcome, Sherry. Jacko's allotment, welcome. Um, Ashley's allotment diary, hi. So I want to tell you, I am not the technical person. Primal Cajun, welcome. Rick at Lala Farms. Okay, no problem. So Rick at Lala Farms did a thing about how to do logos. And Joe, hey, so I worked on it. I've been working on it since yesterday morning, and I came up with the one I have now. Um, but Mark didn't like it. So he sent me another. I told him, you don't like it, you make me one. So he did. And I love it. I think you all love it too. I'll put that up later. Hi, Peanut Peppers. So, quick story, Peanuts, Peppers, and I lived in the same town in Texas, and we never knew it. I never met him, uh, but we both lived in the same town in Texas for years. Yeah. Best Life, hello, welcome. Oh, anyway, it has been a cold, cold, cold day here. I had to go out and give the pigs some hot water, and they think my leg is a scratching post, which I I tell y'all, if you ever get pigs, it's got to be Idaho pasture pigs because they are the most friendly, wonderful people. Hey, Robert at Homestead Aquarius, hi. Okay, be careful driving. Uh, they are just so loving and gentle. And Lily, our border collie, she loves to herd them and they love to chase her. Hi, Kimmy's Halls, Crafts and More. Welcome. It's comical, y'all, watching them all run after each other. I absolutely love it. So, I, I want to talk about gardening because I was going to start. Hey, Tin Can, I was going to start planting a few weeks ago. And I thought, no, if I start planting, they try to bite Kevin's toes, Joe. If I start planting, that I would be too far ahead of the game. So here it's February, it's Valentine's Day, basically. And when you trim back your rose bushes, you should start your seeds. And in Springfield, when we lived there, I think I started them in December or January. And we have a huge dog kennel because we had Xena, our husky, and Lily, and they both would board in there. And so I hooked up the grow light to the top of it, put all my trays in there, and that's how I grew. And they did a fantastic job. Um, it was 30 in the house. Boo, no way. Is your power out? Anyway, they did a fantastic job and they grew like crazy. And I bet I had like 50 kohlrabi. Um, so, note to self, I don't need 50 kohlrabi. I don't need, uh, well, I sort of planted a lot of tomato plants. But the funny thing is when I transplanted them, we got a frost. It wasn't funny to me, but we got a frost and a lot of them died. So, being the reckless gardener, I just went ahead and threw a bunch. Took my finger, I made a row all the way down my raised beds, and I started putting seeds in. And I'm like, they'll never grow. Do you know every plant I planted, every seed I planted grew? And, you know, also being the reckless gardener, Um, I didn't, I put the packet by the row. So when it gets wet, they sort of disintegrate. So I knew I had a green tomato, and then I had a little tomato that was awesome. Those are just pick and eat. Oh, yeah. But I knew I had a German green tomato, which was fantastic. And then I had one just pop up in my pepper garden. So it was pretty cool. I had a lot of tomatoes, but overall, the San Marzanos, and for the first time in my life, our Roma tomatoes were the absolute, oh, and our uh, German queen tomatoes. They're a red tomato. They were prolific. And we did that in the raised bed. Hi, in the kitchen with Karen. Welcome. And so I also want to talk. I've seen a lot of hugelkultures gardenings, and we did that in our raised beds. The ones Kevin built, that's what we did. And I will tell you that those gardens have produced amazing amounts of, I call tomatoes fruits because they are, but fruits and basil and our, what's that stuff we grew in there? Radishes. Um, oh, it went right over my head. Anyway, we had everything we put in those gardens grew except for one garden. And what grew the best in there were green beans and cucumbers. And so we already have amended the other garden, and hopefully that one will rock as well this coming spring. I am so excited. I'm so terribly, wonderfully excited to get these seeds in the ground. And I'm not sure how I did. Doing red things off grid. Hello, Tony and Leanne. Um, yes, Roma's and then the San Marzanos. I made some to die for tomato sauce and canned it. Um, and I'm, of course, saved seeds like crazy. So those are going to go in the pots when I start planting, and I'll do that next month. When we moved here um, in April, we got a frost, and I am so happy I didn't plant those seeds or those. Well, I planted tomatoes and they got frostbit. And then I still had some in the pot. I hadn't put it in the ground because I had so many. But man, Swiss chard, that's the other thing we grew in there. I knew I'd remember it. I absolutely love tomatoes. There's so much you can make with it, soups, sauces, picante sauce, salsa. I mean, my God. And then let's not forget jalapenos. To me, tomatoes, jalapenos, peppers, and okra and dill are staples. And well, potatoes, of course. The Stone the Crow's Homestead. Hello. Thank you for coming. What's y'all's favorite thing to grow? I'm waiting. Oh, and turnips. That's my new thing to grow. Hmm. I have them in the ground now, but it's probably cabbage. Oh, I love cabbage too. Chicken Johnny, welcome, by the way. I didn't know if I said hi. Oh, yeah, peppers. Big time. Big peppers. So we went to a market when we were in New York visiting my friend Chrissy, and they had these peppers that were, I swear, they were like this big, and we bought um, three of them so we could each have one, and all three of them, or two or three of them, were rotten. So we took them back, and they gave us two more. Well, two more were rotten, and then we got two more. They had two more left, and they were good. So we took the seeds out, and I'm going to be growing those this year. And I am so excited to see how big they get because I'm not kidding you, they were huge, bigger than Johnny Boy's. I mean, way bigger than his peppers. And then Morris Patch of Heaven sent us a seed um, that John at Will It Grow says it's hot and very good pepper, and I cannot wait to grow that. I'm so excited. Pawpaw. Oh yes, yes. We are going to plant quite a few fruit trees this year, and we have two yellow golden delicious apple trees planted. So they survive. They'll come back in the spring, and yeah, we're I can't wait. Hey, Craze family, how are you, Amy? We love cabbage. We love fermenting. I love fermenting carrots and garlic and cabbage, and well, I ferment everything. The only thing about fermenting is the shelf life and refrigerate. I mean, if you put it in the fridge, it'll last forever, it seems, for months. But it's just us two, so we only eat so much. But I will tell you, the sauerkraut is to die for, the one that will stay up forever. Yes, yes, Eva. So this year, we're going to build sorry, I was reading comments. We're going to build a few more raised beds, and we have a bunch of tin that we got from our friends Ted and Judy, and we're we're going to use those and make some more raised beds. They won't be as high off the 3, 4 feet off the ground, but that's okay. They'll be high enough. I don't have to bend over. And then we're going to start working on a greenhouse. Now, where we are located, um, where we're located, there's a pond on one of our pastures, and that wind comes right through there. I mean, it's wicked strong. Hey, Britton, how are you? Britton Farm Homestead, and it's strong. So, what we decided to do is put the greenhouse next to the shop, which I call the barn. Um, it's red, so it's a barn. Kevin said it's a shop. And that will block that wind, but we still get a ton of sunshine there, which will keep it heated, and then we'll put the door by the barn door. And hey, Jason, welcome, Jason Avers. And we'll put that door by that barn door. And then I can just have all my gardening stash over there and just walk through into the greenhouse. So that's our plan for that. And that's what you have to look forward to, to us building. Crystals, pets, and plants, welcome. Good to have you. So the boss is here. Everyone wants to see the boss. He's trying to hide out. He got off early from work today, y'all. So don't let him slack. Make him say hi.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I did get off a little early.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It got there was too much snow, and it was getting the frames wet. We couldn't caulk them, so they won't stick. So
Kevin is a glazier.
So when I got back to the shop, they said, well, you can go home or you can stay in the shop and help fab. Well, that was an easy decision. I said, oh, let me call my wife and see how the weather's doing out where I live, because I live the farthest away of anybody.
Yeah.
And
we live an hour from his job.
Well, about 50 minutes. But so I called her. I said, should I come home right now? Yes. I didn't have her on speaker, but
it was coming down, y'all.
Yeah, it was coming down pretty good.
Stopped, but a few minutes ago.
I don't think it's really sticking on the roads though, because it's still like 32 degrees or whatever.
It's
so
30.
No, well,
it's 30 degrees right now.
Well, I just talked to somebody from work who lives south of here, about 20 south of Bolivar, Missouri, which is
snowing. Hi, Beth.
Probably lives like 25 minutes from here.
Say hi to everyone. They're saying hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, Mark. We have glass for our
some,
and we have friends that have Chick in the Woods has glass for us. Hi, Pete.
Well, I work in a glass shop.
Well, yeah, he does.
I can get it pretty easily, I think.
Yeah.
We throw crap away that's like wrong, that like the say the manufacturers send us, and if they when they send it wrong. But the only bad thing is like most of our glass that we get these days is low E glass, which is low energy, which reflects a lot of the sun's rays, and so we probably want more clear glass, just so it'll just suck in that heat.
We have a couple of old windows the old owners left.
Yeah, we got some of them
double pane in this house, which was really cool. They left it, so we've just been making a stockpile. Yeah. The rails would be the hard part to get. Rails for what? For the glass? You can get all that stuff. I don't know if I missed something, Mark. 34 in Montana. I don't like the cold. I don't mind snow. It's the wind and the freezing rain. That I hate. I absolutely hate with a passion. Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not that. We had 40-mile-an-hour winds today. It was cold. It was rough.
Yeah.
It was a rough day. Then we were outside all morning long. So it was not when it was time to go, when I had the opportunity to come home, I was like, I want to go. I want to go bad. Yeah.
And how fast did you drive home?
I drove the speed limit, actually, which is odd for me. Because
68. Shut up, Joe.
No, I was. I did about 68.
No, he said it's 68. There.
Wow, griping here about
Texas, we were like that too.
No, I liked about 68, but once it got in the 50s, then
evil.
But we're pretty acclimated to this now, being here a year.
Well, sorta.
Sorta. Well, I mean, not this cold.
Yeah.
Which isn't really that cold.
I mean, we were both born and raised up north. But when I lived in Texas for 45 years. So all that went out the window.
Long time ago.
Long time. Yeah, I used to go, we'd go visit my family in Illinois, and I'd wear flip-flops and shorts, and people thought I'd lost my mind, which I had. But I was much younger then too. And now it will never happen again, I'll tell you that. No way. Oh, it's too cold. Yeah. Pete, what's the weather? Did you get snow up there, over there? Or are you up? You're in Kentucky. Is that up? Did you get snow? Everything dropping here from the heat. Oh, we can relate to that. Totally. Texas was terrible. Okay. Texas was terrible in the summer. It was so hard. There, you hit a spot in, was it like August?
Well, July a lot of times too.
Sometimes July. I could keep up with July, but August, September, and October were killer.
Well, not much of October usually.
Just the beginning of October. Oh, it was terrible, terrible.
You think like
water
you'd get like a couple of
plants.
cooler days. You'd get a couple cooler days. You think, oh, fall is here, and
Not
then
here.
it'd get 95, 97 again, and
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Oh,
summers last a
prickly
long time
pear.
down
We had
south.
prickly pear. Yep. Yep. I First time I picked it, I didn't know about the needles on it, and yeah, it they got me. And let me tell you how much they hurt. Awful.
What are you talking about?
Prickly pears.
Oh,
Last week we had snow in the south. This week snow in the north. It keeps missing us. Oh man, I wouldn't mind it missing me. I mean, I could live with it and live without it. But on the flip side, it's good for the land because we didn't get much rain. We were sort of in a little drought, huh?
well, in
We
October
didn't get
we had a little spell and it got cold, and it got cold and rainy, or maybe that was November, whatever,
It's been so
whenever that
long.
was. But
We're in a bubble. We are.
we got enough precipitation though. It's not like bad. Wasn't like a not like we got down in Texas all the time.
Oh
It wouldn't rain
yeah.
for
Oh my god.
months on end.
And then you get your water bill, and it was like $190 because you have to water your garden and your lawn.
Well, then what would end up happening too is they'll make it so you can only water on certain days.
Yep. Yep.
And so that can kind of be a struggle at times.
Hey, gardening in the north, I really enjoyed your video on the black garlic. That was so interesting. We love garlic. Very interesting. You also go over to her channel. She's in Canada, and she did a video on black garlic. And oh my goodness, it looks so good.
Jason Avers, when I lived on Taneycomo, we couldn't leave the mountain if there was snow.
Oh, I believe that.
Jason, was that in Arkansas or was that on the Missouri side? Or is that all on?
Is that either?
Taneycomo, I know it's part. It's down by Branson.
Oh, is it?
I drove right by it when I was just working in Arkansas, but I think it goes part into Arkansas, or maybe I'm thinking of Bull Shoals. I might be thinking of Bull Shoals.
I don't like the heat either.
We're like Goldilocks.
Ideally, I'll take 60s.
Tanny is all of Missouri. Okay.
Okay.
I got them mixed up.
60s, 70s. So if some of you can get your prayer hats on and start praying for Jan to get those temperatures, I'd be very happy. Hey, Gail Southern Living. Congratulations on your 500 subs. Way to go, Gail.
Next up, 1,000.
If you haven't subbed to Gail Southern Living, y'all go show her some love. Because she's over 500 now. But YouTube shenanigans, they like to toy with our account. Oh, living the dream off grid. Hello.
All right.
I know you know what, Jeremy and Angela, I usually do StreamYard, but I got kicked off my live so much on StreamYard that I said I'm not doing it tonight. I don't know what it is, but I swear I got kicked off like 15 million times. I was like, I'm just using YouTube and call it a day.
Is your living the dream off grid? Is your how does the internet work? I mean, obviously, what kind of service can you get off grid? I know what's his name did the Living Traditions did a video on, because I know a lot of people that live off grid that
we have friends
that have that struggle with their internet providers and stuff. And
yeah.
So maybe go check out that Living Traditions video on that.
Well, they're in Idaho. I don't know if they have that.
Oh yeah, that might not be there. I don't know. I don't know crap about the internet. So
no. We just push the buttons we know. And then hopefully it works. And if it works, we're like, woo!
We actually have DSL, but big windstorm has made a lot of it. Okay.
When we first moved here, we got a satellite company. And we're like, we want unlimited data, unlimited everything. And then next thing you know, we can't Chromecast anything. We can't watch anything. Our trees are too tall. Oh yeah. And we were like, and then we got a bill because our data ran out. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm paying for unlimited data. And they're like, well, that's our highest. I got the best one, right? That's our highest data. And so what we pay to get out of it?
Well, I don't remember. It's
a couple $100. I said, this will be the best couple $100 I ever spend. And my neighbor told us, a neighbor told us about this guy. Hi, Peter Dell, welcome. And we've used his service, and
it's pretty good. I think it's affiliated with AT&T.
Yeah, we're connected with AT&T, so it worked. It has
light years better, but we've had issues. Good. We've had a couple times where like it wouldn't take our password, or it just was
it was bad, usually bad weather.
But it would act kind of funny, and then he'd have to come over and reset it. It's happened a couple times. It's not a big deal, but
yeah, I mean, it was just a AT&T issue. It wasn't his server issue. It was AT&T. But he must live like 2 houses away, because I swear to God, he's here in 5 minutes. So, which is really nice. But yeah, he's a good guy. He's got good service, and we've been able to stay connected very well with this service. So we're happy with it, and it is 3/4 cheaper than our other service.
Yeah, probably maybe half the price the other one was. I can't remember. A lot better.
Nothing. We have no cell reception. Oh yeah. When I go out my driveway, Jeremy, that's it. I have nothing. Yeah. I don't have, I mean, I guess I could phone call if I had to, but I don't have Wi-Fi. I don't have any of that. Yeah. He does.
Wi-Fi right now?
Yeah, but if I go to the end of the driveway, everything drops. Well, I can make a phone call.
So she had T-Mobile and I had Sprint. Now Sprint has been bought out by T-Mobile, and so you'd think that they were using the same tower, that they'd be using the same towers now.
Yeah.
So we've always heard that Verizon, if you live here, Verizon's the best service to have. She goes and changes to Verizon. It ain't any better.
Oh yes, it is. It's way better.
Well, it's better than. It's not much better than mine.
Well, it's like his, but Sprint.
Right. But why would T-Mobile?
We don't have.
Why would T-Mobile? Why would T-Mobile be worse than Sprint if they're they bought them out? You'd think they'd be using the same cell towers. I don't know. I don't understand it, but her service ain't any better than mine right now, and Verizon's supposed to be the best.
I mean, terrible. I had nothing. I would have no phone service, nothing. And I said, if anything ever happened to me, I would be in a heap of trouble because I couldn't make a phone call. I couldn't even get to 911. So, yeah, I heard that, Joyce, the metal roof thing. I don't know. I just don't. You know, sometimes I think they're full of it. I'm trying to add Joyce as a moderator. Joyce, will you type something and let me see if it took you as a mod? The metal? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, yeah, because we have to bring our Wi-Fi box out to the shop to get Wi-Fi connection out there. We have boxes
These little boxes that
give us
in.
connection.
Yeah.
So okay, yay! Joyce is blue.
There's like 3 or 4. We got 3 boxes?
4.
4.
Yeah. So we have one in the garage, one in the shop, 2 in the house, and that's plenty.
In the shop, it don't always work the best though.
It depends where you put it. If you put it closest to the house, it's good. Which it's still a distance away from our house, but
that's all metal building too.
So
man, I'm tired.
You're old. So are y'all growing any raised beds? What's growing? Building? I've got growing on my brain. I am so itching to get in the garden. I cannot wait for me to be able to plant these seeds and get them in.
What if we had done like we did last year?
Oh, you're in Western Pennsylvania, hit your chick. Oh.
Like what if we had done like we did last year when we started growing them in the little cups?
Yeah, but I started them in December. I think it was December.
Well, it's January now.
Yeah, but February is when we should start growing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Because they got too big. And hey, old Redding Farm, how are you, John? Are y'all? My raised beds are built. The rest is
we got to build some more. The ones that we kind of inherited here are kind of tough shape. So
they're falling apart.
Yeah, so I'll have to build some more, but lumber's a little high right now, so hopefully that'll go down.
Well, and we had an old swing set that we broke down, and we were actually going to throw that away.
And that's what we built the rabbit hutches out of too.
Well, we built the rabbit hutches, and
we still got a little
rabbit tractor, but we have some left.
Yeah, we got a little bit left over, so we can build. I mean, we can use the 4x4s for the legs or something, but
if we do legs.
Yeah, if we do legs.
If we just
I don't like them. I like them up a little bit, so I'm gonna bend over either.
Oh, it's ridiculous, John. Yes, I'm with you. I'm so ticked off about what they've done with the price of lumber, and you thank our government for that.
Well, where we get lumber at, it's mostly Canadian, so it's partially to blame on them, but
well,
so I don't want to blame the Canadians, but
no, I don't think it's the Canadians. I think it's just the world. Yeah. What was they're saying $30 for a 2x4 by 16.
Well, we paid $8 for 2x4 eight footers. They were $8.19 a piece. And we thought that was high.
Hey, Diana, Move North Homestead.
$30.
That's ridiculous.
$30 for a 16-foot 2x4. Wow. That is insane.
Now we have an Amish place that cuts wood and stuff, and we might be able to get some wood from them, which we haven't checked yet. But yeah, we're like you, Eva. We reuse everything we can.
Old Redding Farm, the OSB is getting me riled up. Used to be $8, now they're $28.
That's ridiculous.
So they've only got almost quadrupled in price.
Yes, John, where are you guys at again?
Which one?
I can't. Old Redding. I know it's not California, but for some reason that's in my head. But I know it's not true. Connecticut.
I complained. Yeah, I complained about $8.
Oh, we lost our minds.
Because I bought 8 of them, and it was like 60 some. Well, I got a drill bit too, and it was like almost $80. I got a big, long 3/4 inch drill bit.
Hey, Rolling Homestead and Wild Edibles.
How are you? Like $80. $80. Like what? And I said, how much is the wood? He said, well, it's $8.19 or whatever it was, for each one. And it wasn't treated. It was, and I got out there, and it's like when I went to pick it out, it was not very quality stuff. I mean, we were using it for it was either chicken tractor or whatever it was, or
the rabbit. We did a rabbit tractor.
Rabbit track. It was one of them, but I didn't expect to pay that much.
I know. When we gave the rabbits away, we gave the hutches except for the rabbit tractor, and we'll use that for a chicken tractor.
Another chicken tractor. But yeah. I will pull the hardware cloth off the bottom of it though.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let the chickens walk on that.
So, anyone have a new vegetable that they're going to grow this year? I have 2.
You got more than 2.
Well, that Joyce sent me.
Yeah, it'll be a lot more than 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There will be. She's loves to experiment, so there'll be more than 2.
Well,
she's got 2 on her mind right now.
Railroad sleepers, but. I know, Jules. Hold on, I gotta go get them. I don't remember the name.
Things off grid, 4 feet, and it's $40. Doing redneck things off grid at 2 more feet, and it's $40. Okay, let's see. Jules says, lots.
Yeah.
There's.
Okay.
Oh, the black carrots. That's
the black carrots. Joyce sent those from Morris Patch of Heaven. Cardoon.
What is that?
Red tinted leaf stalks.
Cool.
Edible chokes. Easier to grow than artichokes. Okay, that's new. And then these. They're called Poinsietta Hot Peppers. I'm really excited about these because we like spicy food. Actually, we love spicy food. And then, I mean, there's just...
You don't always love us, though.
No.
Well, me in particular. But.
And then German pink tomatoes. I've never grown those, the German pinks. I love German tomatoes because they are always so meaty and delicious.
Joe says, I'd like to grow tree collards, but haven't found any yet.
Tree collars. What's a tree collar?
Move North says, definitely doing loads more veggies than I can eat now.
Diana, what's that kale you said that I love? I have it in my pictures.
Gail says she's going to grow radishes, carrots, and collard greens. We grow any collard greens? I don't think we did.
No, we haven't grown collard greens yet.
I'm interested in those peppers too. I want to see, because when she first pulled them out, and I think we did a video on it or something, and I thought it was the actual flower.
Yeah, he thought it was a poinsettia.
I thought it was like a flower. I didn't have no idea what it was. I said, why are we getting flowers?
He's a little cray-cray. Hello, cray-cray. Okay, I'm coming to it.
Pinky's Adventure says, good evening.
Hi, Pinky's Adventures. Welcome. We're talking about what...
Move North says, my German pinks didn't last year didn't produce much.
Nero di Toscana is the name of this kale, but it's categorized as a cabbage by Baker Creek Seed Company. I gotta tell y'all, it is the best kale I have ever eaten in my life.
Chocolate striped tomato, says Gail's Southern Living.
Oh, no, I haven't had that. What? Little Lyren choy? I love choy. We love bok choy, hok choy, choy.
Are German pinks the same as old Germans? That's a good question. Joyce, I have no idea either.
Are they the same? Recycle lumber over and over and over. We don't pay these prices. No, you can't.
No, I don't want to pay them either. No.
Getting so. Joyce at Morris Pecha Heaven, are the German pinks the same as what? What was the question?
Are the German pinks the same as old Germans?
Old Germans. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty excited about spring too, even though I am going to be pretty busy building some things. I don't know when I'm going to get started exactly, like I said, because of the price of lumber, but I do need a project, and sometimes I get kind of grumbly about the project because I might have too much going on at once. And if I'm working like a lot of hours, then I get kind of grumpy. And but I like to have something going on, like something I can work on a few hours here and there.
Not the same. Okay.
So
Peter, I put some ginger in a pot last year, and I was so excited. I thought, oh, it's going to grow so good. It had rooted. It was doing, looked like it was doing good. Total fail. I don't even know. It disintegrated in the pot. I never found anything of it. So, yeah.
Peter,
no, those small peppers were from Morris Pecha Heavendale.
Peter Dale says bell peppers are nice and love growing cherry. Oh, I love cherry tomatoes. I eat them like.
Yes.
I can't stop eating.
We get a bowl.
Yeah, we get a bowl. Put them in the bowl.
Put our cherries and our.
Eat them like popcorn.
Our yellow pears and our other pear.
The pear ones.
Shaped ones, and we just put them in the bowl.
I did like those yellow pear tomatoes too.
Those are really good.
Those are really good.
On a speckled Roman organic tomato seed on sale, paste tomato.
So what the hey, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it.
You can't you can't go wrong.
$2.97 for 40 seeds.
Have you guys ever grown chayotes known as no, Joe? Hey, Hat Creek, welcome.
Known as alligator pears.
No.
So what do
are they hard?
What are they like?
Yeah, are they a soft pear, Joe? I like Asian pears, but it's sort of hard for me to eat them now with my implants.
Boone says I love chayotes or chayotes, or I don't even know if we're saying that right. Probably not. Maybe so. I don't know.
The more rare the heirloom, the better. I like them. Yeah. I agree, Mark.
Tomatoes are like probably the number one staple.
Yeah.
We love to grow. And cucumbers.
I have sweet potato slips that I was growing, and I put them in the dirt now. And I have 2, 3 plants that survived. I don't know. Okay, love you, Joyce and Jean. Have a blessed night. But I don't know if it was our water. I changed it out all the time. Hey, Mother Goose. The baby chickens, they're doing good. We've gotten rid of all of them but 2. And the Monday will be 6 weeks. And so since Lily pretty much stopped feeding them.
I don't get the joke.
Chickens, puppies. I think you're talking about the puppies, right?
So how's the baby chicken? I don't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm lost there.
Now what was I saying?
I don't know. I cut you off.
Oh, he's doing so good. Mr. Chicken. He's doing good, my chicken. Chicken.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
The one that drives Lily nuts.
He'll be in more upcoming videos. Trust me. I call him Mr. Chicken.
I forgot about him.
But our puppies. So Lily, she got mastitis and couldn't really feed them. And
who told us about the cabbage on the teat?
I looked it up in the American Kennel Society.
Yeah, put a piece of cabbage, cold cabbage on the teat, and it'll help heal it, and it sure does. Weird.
Yeah, it sure
I guess there's
help.
a lot of old knowledge that I guess we kind of tend to forget, or we've lost over the years, and it's good to kind of get back to nature's remedies to learn some of those, because I'm unaware of a lot of them. But a lot of people on here and a lot of people on in this community know a lot of stuff like that. So
Yeah,
it's good.
cabbage has some amazing
good to learn. Good to learn some of
factors
these
in
things.
it. Yes.
It's good, really good to learn some of these things.
So we didn't have comfrey. We couldn't put comfrey on her, and the silver salve I had to put it between two gauze pads because it was too concentrated. So anyway, I did the cabbage and sugar. Can you imagine? I did a sugar pack, put it on her mastitis, and even though she licked a lot of it, it stuck. And it between that and the cabbage, she's healing. She, like I said, she's got a little circle like that left, and it was like that. It was busted wide open.
It was nasty and gross.
But so we had put an ad on Craigslist, and within minutes,
I had
pretty much. We had every dog spoken for. So
yep. We still got 3 of them here. One of them.
We were very selective in who got them because they still had another week before technically they'd be weaned, and they went to really good homes, farms. The only one that wasn't a farm was a family, and they had a little boy, and he picked one of the males. And
you did tell them about the 6 males and 2 females.
Yeah, I told him how I'm not good at sexting.
I was looking at the dog, and
he goes, "Where's the other female? Where's the other female?" And I go, "In the box." And we're lifting them up, and they're boys, one girl.
We must have always picked up 2 of this. We never set a box over here.
Yeah, pick one up,
look, and put them in there. We never did that, so I'm guessing we.
Oh,
I don't know.
It was bad.
That's pathetic, though. And then so somebody was coming to pick up a girl.
Yeah.
And
2 hours they drove.
And no, they were in Springfield. They were already in Springfield.
That couple was?
Yeah, they were already in Springfield, but they lived near Goodman, which is it's like 45 minutes away from Springfield or what. I think it was near Goodman, or I can't remember. Anyways, so they came to get a girl, and
no, Joe.
And there was no girls. I couldn't give them any girls because we did have one, but it was spoken for by someone else before. And so I had to say, I'm sorry. There is no girls for you. I'm sorry you drove out here. Oh, that's, I said, we do got a male puppy for you that you could take. And she was cool. They were cool, and they took it. They took one of the males.
I'm sure you are, Mark.
So it was.
Now, we don't know about the Cornish cross going into the coop because we have a chicken tractor, and all our Cornish were raised in this. Well, they're raised in our trough. And then when they got too big, we moved them into a chicken tractor that Kevin built. And so we just kept moving them. I will tell you, they're the nastiest, poopinest birds I've ever seen.
All they do is eat and just sit there and just wait to eat more. So I guess I'm this time too, and I know that we had a 4x8 isn't or no, it's 5x8. 5x8 chicken tractor.
Oh, Mark.
And it's like
sexy.
2.5 feet tall or whatever. And I know that we had 25 birds in there, or 26. Yeah, 26.
Which 26?
6. We had one die, and then the little bit we didn't. He was too little, and he's a different breed. Anyway, so he's still alive. He's our pet rooster. The one that lives in the garage now. Got to find a new home for him.
Real quick, Eva at Highland, we had our friends raise the Red Rangers our Freedom Rangers, and they had the hardest time. Y'all quit being technical. It's sexting. It's sexting.
No, sexting is like with the phone, man.
That's texting.
No. Sexting is what teenagers do.
Oh, God, or not we're not going there.
Okay.
So whatever. Anyway, they said every time they cooked them, they were tough, and they gave us one because we hadn't got our chickens yet, and it was the most tenderest chicken that we had to date. Now, with that said, our jumbo Cornish cross we bought, they have been the most fabulous tasting, juicy, tender chickens that we've ever had.
They're good. They're really good.
Oh, Diana, don't take Kevin's side.
It's sexing them, right? That's right.
I was saying sexing.
Okay. Well, anyways.
Wasn't I? Sexing.
Anyways.
Yeah, saying sexing. It's my teeth. Oh, just.
Anyways.
I love Cornish cross.
What I was getting at before you so rudely interrupted me about the chickens and how we had them set up, and we had 26 birds in that one chicken tractor.
Good job, Dan.
Since we have the one that we used to keep the rabbits in, we'll probably do 25 birds again this spring.
20. I ordered 20.
20. Okay.
Well, we'll get 21.
We'll put 10 in one of them and 10 in the other, and that way they have a little bit better life. It's not like most people that build these ones, they do say that this is enough square footage for them for 25 birds. We had 26 in them. Living Traditions, I built one basically based off what he did.
Yeah.
And he says it's plenty of room for 25 birds. Well, now we got an extra one. We'll split them up so they have a little bit more room and a little bit more freedom of moving around.
Yeah.
And
but I got to tell you where they were. Our grass looks fabulous.
It does.
It looks so good. I want to. Well, actually, should
what?
Okay, should we?
I don't care. Tell them.
So, okay, I was sort of going to keep it a surprise, but no, we're not sexting. Mark. So where we've had the chickens is right next to our raised beds, and we've been talking about because it's never been tilled or anything. It's always been grass and whatever else is in there.
Might make a little garden there. Till a little garden.
Yeah, we might just till it up one time and lay some wood down there, some wood chips, and then build it up, and then do a garden. I don't know what I want to grow in it, but
we don't know for sure.
I'd like to try some pumpkins because Joyce sent me pumpkin seeds. And last year I planted 80 melons of all different varieties. Guess how many I got? 0. I was so ticked off. I couldn't believe it.
I'm done with melons. We suck at it.
Little Bit is doing so good, Joe. He is our pet rooster, and he lives in the garage.
Right now,
yeah. He perches on the wheelbarrow or on the food
can. You go feed the other birds and stick my hand right in the poop.
You don't know. Oh, it's funny. He'll run up to the other coop where all the hens and Gus are.
And
and he hangs there. He's in love with this one hen, and that one hen can't stand him, and she's always pecking at him. And so Gus and Little Bit will go up to Gus and act like he's all that in a cup of tea, and Gus will just and Little Bit falls butt.
Gus is pretty big.
Yes.
Gus is pretty big.
Oh, it's so comical. Little Bit
We call him little
his name,
bit.
I call him Lil, Lil bit. Little bit. Yeah.
But it is. Well, we didn't even know what he was. We didn't know it was a male, or we didn't know it was a rooster.
We had no idea. I thought it was a hen because he never started crowing. And I couldn't tell he was a rooster. And it's still hard to tell he's a rooster.
No, it is not. Well, I mean, by looking at him,
Gus has the thingy, whatever that's called. I can't think of what it's called.
Whatever it's called.
Farts. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He's got the, the rooster stuff, and he looks like a rooster. A little bit. He don't look like a rooster. I swear.
He's kind of like the RuPaul of roosters.
Yeah. He hasn't given us any eggs. So
he is, he's a rooster.
But all
he
of a sudden, one
he
day,
cock-a-doodle-doo.
I hear this noise.
Kind of the RuPaul of roosters.
And what is that noise? And next thing I know, I hear it again. Hey, Walsh. Hi, Tony. And the comb. Yes. Thank you, Diana.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
And so all of a sudden I keep hearing this noise. And I'm like, I text Kevin, he's at work, and I said, our hen is a rooster. And so that's how we learned he was not a girl. And him and Gus, like all day long, back and forth. They take turns. I ought to do a short with it. Oh my God, it's just hysterical. Our animals are live entertainment all day long. It's so fun. She had to go. They had to go. Okay. All right. I'm trying to catch up. Oh gosh. Okay, so I told you what I'm going to plant. What are y'all planting that you haven't planted before?
We did. They did say.
You did? That you didn't plant before?
Yeah.
I did not see it. I saw what you're going to plant.
No, we already talked about that.
Oh, is that the cabbage and all that? Yeah. You're going to dueling roosters. That's what it's like. But little bit hauls ass because he gets scared.
Yeah, he gets scared.
Okay.
It's about time to get out of here. Just so you know.
The Big Daddy, he sees that hour.
I do.
He's out of here. He couldn't believe I had an 8-hour live with Boone that time. He goes, you're not going to do that when I'm home, right? No, I doubt it. Seriously. He'd be in and out here.
Sometimes
celery and Brussels. I want to grow Brussels sprouts too.
The hour goes pretty fast.
Big
seems to. It does seem to go pretty fast.
Go.
But an hour is enough of anybody's time to listen to.
Yep.
Anybody talk.
Yep.
I think.
Savory doesn't use me for a scratch and post, but my black one, Sausage, he does. He loves to scratch up against my leg. But who bit your toe? Was it Savory?
No, the Sausage bit my toe.
Oh, it's our
yeah.
pig.
I'll give him a good kick.
He kicked him. I go, don't kick my pig.
Kicked him, so he wouldn't bite my feet again.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't bite. I mean, I had boots on, but they're not steel toes.
No.
And he bit me right on the toe. I felt it. So I kicked him. I didn't boot him hard. I just gave him a little kick so he'd know not to do that. I wasn't trying to hurt him or nothing. Just teach him a lesson.
Yeah. I know. Savory is a good boy. Sausage is a good boy too. Me too, Amy. I know you don't live that far. You're in Oklahoma. Hey, D, Naturally NC, welcome.
Don't let this woman keep you on there all night.
Anyway, you don't live that far, Amy, but you're on the further end. I'm on the further end of Missouri. I'm not St. Louis. I'm Stockton, Bolivar, but I still have to go 2 hours.
Whoa.
Right? To get to Arkansas. So
wind's picking up big time.
Yeah, wind's really going.
I hear something getting blown around.
Anyway, well, I guess I've jabbered on enough. I've taught you about sexing. And that live stream that Johnny Boy ended, but Mark stayed on the live stream for about 2. Yeah, we were all on it, Joe. I texted Johnny Boy and I said, Johnny Boy, we've taken over your channel, brother. And then he comes back on. All right, Diana. Okay, y'all. We're going to end this live stream. I thank you all so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I will talk to you next week, Friday after Jules Small Gardening. Y'all have a good day now here. I can't see any of my buttons.
Bye, everybody.
Kevin says bye. Thank you all. Love you.
I don't know what that was.